Jordan. Welcome to Jordan's Artful Wellness. So this flow is all about getting nice and twisted and warm, and pay attention to those internal organs, lengthen the spine, back the legs, full body, really opening up the arms. So I hope you enjoy. To begin, we're going to go right into downward facing dog. So when you're ready, I'll meet you in downward facing dog. And since this may be your first downward facing dog of the day, take some time to really begin to open up the body, pedaling out the feet, swaying side to side, just bringing some movement, tuning into your natural breath. Notice any areas of extreme tightness, tension, and just send your breath there. Relax your head and neck. Fingertips spread wide and strong, firmly pressing into your mat. Chest long to touch your thighs. Gaze is at or between your toes, just beyond your mat, or even at your navel. Three more breaths here. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, release. From here, first forward fold, maybe take a ragdoll, sway side to side. A shoulder rinse if that feels good. Just keeping your head and neck relaxed. You can grab behind your head, behind your knees. Anything to cue you to relax and hold this posture. It's a beautiful posture to release any tension, stress in the body. Anytime our head is below our heart, we're allowing and giving permission to our body to release all of that. So really take advantage of these exhales, beginning to lengthen the exhales. On your next exhale, release your bind, hands to your toes, and inhale, come on up to your mountain. Hands reach high overhead in prayer. From here, really drop that head back, opening up the chest. And exhale, hands to heart center, all the way down by your side body. Roll those shoulder blades down and away. From here, we'll take a side bend. Inhale, take the arms back high. Interlace the fingers or grab a hold of your left wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, come back to center, reverse that grip, lengthen, and exhale over to the left. Expanding your rib cage, expanding your lungs. And inhale, come back to center, gentle back bend if you choose, opening up the heart, and exhale, fold all the way down, deep forward fold, chest and thighs connect. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your first high to low. So from here, really working with your breath. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower, slow into a hover. Finish that exhale. Then inhale, press up to up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. A few more sun salutations here, really warming up the body. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Taking it slow, we're still warming up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. From here, we'll take a twist, planting your left hand down, bend into your left knee, and inhale, lift that right arm high. Gaze follows. And exhale, we'll switch right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm, bend into your right knee. And exhale, slowly drop. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, come on up to your mountain. Sweep those hands high. And exhale, deep forward fold, chest and thighs connect, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, try to switch feet, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat into that plank. Chaturanga once more, shifting that weight forward. Inhale, exhale, lower, slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And finally, exhale into your down dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, release. Coming up high, inhale into your mountain. From here, gentle twist. On your exhale, bring your right arm to the back of your mat. Left arm reaches forward. Gaze follows, looking at that drishti, at your thumb. And inhale, sweep that back forward. Hands high. Exhale, left arm reaches back, right arm forward. Gaze follows once more. And inhale, come back up to mountain, hands high. And exhale, fold all the way down, deep forward fold, chest and thighs connect. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. You can always take this on your knees or skip this and come back to down dog. Your practice, just follow through with your breath. And we'll meet in downward facing dog, your Adho Mukha Savasana. Two more sun salutations here. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Taking advantage of this last forward fold that we're holding here. Maybe find that ragdoll once more. Maybe you're open enough to take that shoulder rinse, interlacing your fingers at your sacrum and rooting them forward. Again, really lengthen those exhales. Let everything go. Exhale, hands to your sacrum, rooting down to your toes if you have that bind. And inhale, come up straight and strong to your mountain. Hands reach high overhead in prayer. And exhale to your Tadasana, hands all the way down by your side body. Just taking a moment here, standing nice, straight, and tall. Begin to set your intention for your practice. Something that you want to focus on this time that you're meeting on your mat. This moment. Maybe it's a dedication to someone or something. Or maybe you move even deeper inward, connecting with your breath, body, and mind. Whatever it may be, let it fill you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And we'll honor that with an inhale. Take the hands high, gather the energy, bring it in towards your hands, and exhale down into your heart, honoring that intention. Inhale, hands high once more. Exhale, we fold this time. Uttanasana, chest and thighs connect. Deep forward fold, chest and thighs connect. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your high to low, shifting that weight forward. Inhale, exhale, lower, slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. From here on your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Moving with your breath, inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, exhale, walk, float or jump to the back of your mat. Moving in through that chaturanga and dandasana, your high to low push-up, and meeting in your downward facing dog. From here, on your inhale, lengthen your right leg long. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to your crescent. Gentle twist like we did in the beginning. On your exhale, take that right hand gently back behind you. Gaze follows. Left arm reaches straight and strong in front of you. Inhale, sweep it back to your crescent. And exhale, plant the hands down. Frame the right toes step back. Take your high to low. On your inhale, lengthen your left leg long. On that exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up to your crescent. And we'll take that twist once more. So from here, take that left arm back behind you, right arm reaches forward. Gaze follows, look at the back of your mat. And on your inhale, sweep this left arm forward, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands down, frame the left toes step back. Take your high to low once more. And exhale, down dog. On your inhale, lengthen your right leg long. Exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Right foot plants, hands down, framing into runner's lunge. Rooting down on that left hand. Inhale, sweep that right arm high. And exhale, drop it down, frame the right toes. Inhale, sweep high to your crescent. Exhale, we'll take a twist, right arm back once more, gaze follows. From here, on your exhale, take that left hand down, balancing in the left foot. Roll on the lateral edge of your left foot as you take that right foot back into your plank. Option to float that right top leg. And inhale, roll into your plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lengthen your left leg long. On your exhale, step it through. Keep the hands planted. Come into that runner's lunge. Keep that right hand rooted down on the inhale. Take the left arm high. Exhale, drop this left hand down. On your inhale, come on up to your crescent Anjayasana. From here, we'll take side plank. Exhale, that right hand down. Roll on the outside edge of that right foot as you step the left limb on top. Gaze is up at that left thumb. Option to float that top left leg. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, down dog. from here, shift that weight forward, drop down to those knees, untuck the toes, take the knees wider than your mat. Exhale, sink down into your child's pose. Forehead rests heavy on your mat. All right, and from that child's pose, on your inhale, come on up into your box, shoulders stack over wrists, hips stack over knees. Take a spinal balance. It's a nice little challenge right in the middle of your flow. When you're a little warm, starting to get a little shaky after moving in through so many chaturangas, rather than at the beginning. So from here, on your inhale, lengthen your left leg long, adding that right hand, thumb points up, toes point down. One long line of energy, as always. Really finding that length from the heel and the fingertips, radiating from the core. Inhale, find length. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Lengthen long inhale. And exhale, drop that right hand and left leg down. So it's really great to bring that energy in your core, that fiery self-discipline, that tapas energy radiates from your core. So really working with that so it aids us in our twisting series next. So from here, on your inhale, lengthen your right leg long. Add that left arm straight out in front of you. So you're not looking up and having creases in the back of your neck. You're looking just where both of your hands would be. So the top of your head, along your spine to your sacrum is one long line of energy as well. Really finding length as you pull the fingertips and the toes. We'll find some movement here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow, knee connect in the center. Inhale, reach. Follow your breath. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Last time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow, knee into the center. Inhale, back to your spinal balance. And exhale, drop those limbs down. From here, curl the toes, shift that weight forward. Inhale. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Again, you're welcome to pedal out the feet, sway side to side, any little movement you need. On your inhale, lengthen your right leg long. On your exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise into your crescent. Really get twisty here. On your exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist that left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Option to stay here or fan open those arms. Taking that left hand down, right arm high. Gaze follows. There we go. And from here, we're going to come into our warrior 2. So exhale, cartwheel that right hand down. So you lift that left arm, rotate the left toes to face the long side of the back of your mat. Hips nice and square to that long side of your mat. Externally rotate that right front knee. So the knee begins to point out to your baby pinky toe. Add the arms straight and strong. Gaze to that front right middle finger. From here, we'll find some movement with our breath here. Inhale, flip the palm, reach forward. Draw a line to the back of your mat. Opening up. Reverse your warrior here. Back arm can slide down back leg or grab a half bind around your lower back and hook into your hip crease. And exhale, side angle. Right hand down, left arm high, gaze follows looking up at that left thumb. If you're feeling super open with those shoulders here, you can take a bind. Maybe a half bind, taking your left hand down behind your back, or a full bind, taking that right hand underneath. Make sure you're grabbing your left hand and pulling down. Oftentimes we grab and we still have our head to our knee. So you want to take advantage of this bind, really pull that left arm and rotate the shoulder and head up to the sky. Inhale, re-fan the arms open. Exhale with strength back to our warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, framing the right toes step back, take your high to low. Meeting in your downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthen your left leg. Exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to your crescent. And a prayer twist here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find length, inhale. Exhale, twist that right elbow again to the outside of your left knee. Once you're nice and stable there, option to fan open the arms. Right hand comes down, left hand. Added challenge, look up at your left thumb. Added challenge after that is to always close your eyes. See how that changes your balance. And again, we'll take a cartwheel motion into that warrior two. So from here, sweep that left arm as you open up that right arm. Toes point to the long side. Left toes point forward. Really open up the hips. So externally rotate that left front knee here. You really want to begin to open up the inner thighs. Add the arms. Gaze over your dristi, which is that left middle finger. Your arms should be nice and relaxed here. Should move with your breath. So as you inhale, this is a little exaggerated, you'll feel your arms come up, and exhale, sink down, kind of floating with those arms. We'll go into our revolved warrior from here. Inhale, flip the palm, reach forward, draw a line to the back of the room, open up. And on your exhale, side angle, left hand down, right arm high. Again, always an option to take those binds. Use that bind to your advantage if you have it. Really pulling that right hand down. Begin to open the chest up to the sky. Re-fan, open the arms, inhale, if they're not there already, and exhale with strength, come back to your warrior two on that left side. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame your left toes come back, take your high to low. Remember to really switch, break this up into those 3 breaths. And exhale, down dog. On your inhale, lengthen your right leg long. On your exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Rise to your crescent, inhale. Anjayasana, hips nice and square, knee stacks over the ankle, really root down, but lengthen the top, reaching to the sun. Standing splits from here. On that exhale, plant your hands down, lift and lengthen that left leg long. Relax the head and neck, nose towards the knee. And from here, we'll come into a pyramid stance. On your exhale, bend into your right knee. Drop your left toes halfway behind you. Those right toes are going to point, or left toes are going to point to the far left corner. Halfway lift, inhale, straight, strong spine. And on your exhale, fold. Really focus on your hips here. Make sure that that right hip is pulling back as that left hip is pulling forward to square off the hips and drop down. Most importantly, you'll feel a lovely stretch behind that right hamstring. And rounding out the spine as always. From here, we'll come into a Trikonasana. Halfway lift, inhale, add those airplane arms back behind you. On your inhale, take your right hand down, left arm high. Use the Trikonasana into your advantage. Really press the outer palm of your hand into your right ankle to open up the shoulder here. Left arm comes high, gaze follows. You should also feel a nice little stretch on the top of that left hip. And as you begin to rotate up towards the sky, you'll feel a really nice openness in the back of that right shoulder, as well as length from the right fingertips to the left, opening up the chest, which we all need. We'll come into revolve next. On our exhale, take that left hand to your right ankle and lift that right arm. Gaze follows. Again, same principle. Really press the back of your left hand into the outside of your right ankle. You'll feel a beautiful stretch on that left shoulder that we all really crave. All the while twisting our internal organs, giving them nice and twisty, giving them some love, some heat. And inhale, we'll come back to our airplane arms, nose over toes. Exhale, hands down, frame the right toes. Step the left toes back. You should be in a lizard stance, taking the right toes to the outside of your right hand. Staying high on that back left toe or lower down to the knee and take a stretch here. Forearms down to the ground, knee into the shoulder, and relax down. Of course, there's many different variations of this pose. You're welcome to come into crooked monkey, even a bind, grabbing a hold of your left toes, opening up that quad. You decide what you need. I'll show you each. Pressing into that right knee, looking over the right shoulder into a crooked monkey. And then, of course, coming into that bind, opening up that left quad. So even if you can't grab a hold of those toes, you can take a strap or even a towel to reach those toes. It's really nice to open that left quad, which you know we're about to go next, and holding some twists. From here, release that bind. Take your right hand to the outside of your right toes, heel toe, the right toes into center. Curl on those back left toes. Coming back into our crescent lunge. Briefly inhale. And exhale, plant the hands down, frame the right toes. Step that right toe back. Take your high to low. And exhale, meet in your down dog. Inhale, lengthen your left leg long. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat. On your inhale, rise into your crescent. Straight and strong. Really, again, reach the hands to the sky. Make sure that back heel is stacked over those toes. And standing splits from here. Exhale, plant the hands down, frame the left toes. Lift and lengthen that right leg long. Nose as best you can towards that left knee. And pyramid stance from here. Exhale, bend into that left knee as you drop those right toes halfway behind you. Right toes again, point to the far right corner. Halfway lift, straight and strong. Exhale, fold. So ideally, your left heel will be in line with your right heel. Right in the center of that foot. And again, focus on that hips. Your hips, this time, your left hip is pulling back as your right hip is pulling forward. I'm not the best model for this, but that is always the mental goal. And regardless, you want to feel it in that back left leg. From here, we'll take our Trikonasana flow, our triangle. Inhale, halfway lift. Nose should be right over those left toes. Add the airplane arms, straight and strong back. And we'll flow here. On your inhale, take that left hand to the inside of your left ankle or on the ankle, the shin, a block. And rotate that chest up towards the ceiling. Option to close your eyes. Challenge your balance a little bit more, regardless of how much you're rotated open. And on our exhale, we'll come right into that revolved Trikonasana. Right hand on the left, outside of that left ankle, left arm high. Really open and stretch the lats. Inhale, airplane arms, nose over toes. On your exhale, take the hands down as you scoot back the right toes. Heel toe the left toes to the outside of your left hand, lizard lunge. Stay high, lower down to the knee, untuck those toes, and lower down into that stretch. Really glue the left shoulder to your left knee as best as possible. Really take advantage of that outer hip opening and release. And of course, however long you held that crooked monkey and that bind, you're welcome to go there now. 2 more breaths in this posture, and then I'll go ahead and go in there. If you're taking a twist, inhale or rise to your hands. We'll take a crooked monkey. Left hand presses into that left knee as you look over that left shoulder. And of course, for that bind, bend that right knee, reach to the right toes as best as possible, grab that bind, opening up that right quad. It's done a lot of work in this practice. Give it some love. And releasing the right toes, we'll take the left hand back to the front of the mat, heel toe the left toes back into center. Curl up on those right toes back to your Anjasana crescent last time. Inhale, rise up. And on your exhale, plant your hands down, frame the left toes step back, take your last high to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple breaths here, really honoring this downward facing dog. Notice how you feel on this one compared to the first. Notice any more openings in the body, whether it was a millimeter of growth, an inch, or just a beautiful feeling of length and strength. Really embrace it here. Honor, witness, and reflect what this down dog feels like. And from here on your inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, drop to those knees. And down, back once more into your wide leg child pose. Big toes to touch, knees wider than your mat. And exhale, sink that chest down, forehead, press heavy on your mat. Activating your third eye center, calming your breath down, back to normalcy, back to right before when you began practice. Lengthening the inhales, the exhales, but letting go of control. With your forehead pressed heavy into your mat, activating again your third eye center, guiding force and intuition. This is a great place to focus on right before a cool down, to signify to your body that you're about to relax. Come into your parasympathetic and really take advantage of your body's feeling and connection as you move deeper inward through your practice. Gaining that little intuition of anything else your body might need. So I'll leave that little note there, and I'll remind you as we come into a cool down, if you need anything else, please take it. But from here on your inhale, we'll rise up to our hands. Shoulders stack over wrists, hips stack over knees, just in our box briefly. From here, we're just going to loosen up the hips. Leaning towards one hip of your choice, sit bones down to the heels. Just take 3 circles. Once you come back up to center and neutral spine, we'll shift to the opposite hip. And taking 3 circles once more. And once you've completed that, come up to that neutral spine. So we'll come into seated. I like to cross my ankles behind me and roll through. Lengthen the legs out in front of you. Give them a nice little shake. We'll take a Paschimottanasana, deep seated forward fold. On your inhale, peace fingers high, really reach. And exhale, fold, peace fingers to those big toes. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold, release. And on your inhale, come on up, give your legs a nice little shake. And turn to face you. So from here, we'll lengthen our left leg long, just out to the side. Hug and cradle in that right leg. Just give it a nice little hug. Okay. Little uneven over here. And then from here, a nice little cradle in. You can rock this side to side if that feels good, or just squeeze it in. The more you have the shin closer to your chest, the more you'll find some length in that outer hip. We'll go in and lower that right leg down out to the side. And from here, we'll take that on the left side. Hugging it in again, knee and elbow, and bottom of the foot and opposite elbow in. Squeeze it in and take a stationary, or just give it a nice little hug and rock side to side. Once you feel that stretch, I always like to sink in just a little bit and hold there. A couple of breaths. And then we'll release this left leg back long. So we're taking a wide leg forward fold here. So go in and shift side to side. Make sure your sit bones are really rooted onto your mat. And then legs come out, toes flex towards the shin. So when you activate your quads as you go down, it actually signifies for your hamstrings to just relax a little bit since you're firing your quads. So go ahead and do that. Flex the toes, fire those quads. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale. Leading with your heart, begin to fold down, drop the hands, walk the hands forward as best as possible, and relax the toes and quads here, and just allow the hamstrings to open. This is a great oxygenating posture as it moves that blood from your toes to your hips, to your chest, to your shoulders, fingers, and head. So it's a great posture. 2 more breaths here. And inhale, we'll slowly walk the fingertips to center. That was also great posture as all of the Chinese meridian lines meet on our back. So as we roll over, we're also opening those up. So we gave them a nice little twist. Now we're giving them a little bit of love so they can rejuvenate and flush out all those toxins that may have been there. So from here, we're going to come into fire logs position. So we'll take our left leg on the bottom first. So you have your mat. Keep that shin as parallel as possible and pushed away from your center. So a lot of people take this in as if they're doing a crisscross applesauce or a half lotus or something like that. So really push and take advantage of the shin as best as possible. We'll start with the left leg on top. So left ankle or right ankle on top of that left knee and right knee on top of that left ankle. Again, pushing the shins as best as possible away. If your knee is up here, it's perfectly fine, as long as you feel the stretch. If you don't feel the stretch, I would come into a thread the needle, which I'll show you in a second if you're unfamiliar. So if you are in this stance first, lengthen that spine as always. Really open up the chest. Shoulder blades roll down and away. You can add the arms if that helps you. And exhale, leading with your heart, begin to fold over, walk the hands and drop the head. So you should feel a nice little stretch on that top hip, that top leg. So our top one is the right this time. If you need to come into that thread the needle, you'll cross your right ankle over your left knee. You can take this seated if you need it less intense, or you can lower all the way down and hug, thread through, and bring that knee to your chest. So wherever you feel it, I advise you to go there. If you are already on your back, when we do switch, just stay there, just so you don't have to pop up and down. And we'll take 3 more breaths, really take advantage of this posture here. And on your inhale, slowly begin to come up. So if you are in seated, hang here for a couple breaths before you unravel that right leg. If you are laying down, unravel, extend the legs out, give them a nice little windshield wiper, whatever you need. We're going to join you there as well. So take those legs out, unravel that right leg, windshield wipers, maybe extend them out, give them a nice little shake, and we'll switch. So from here, we'll take that left shin on the bottom and right shin on the bottom, my goodness, and left shin on top, aligning the knee and ankles as best as possible and shins pulled away. If you would like to go ahead and go in, if you're laying on the ground and go into your thread the needle, you're welcome to go there. So from here, inhale, lengthen, shoulder blades roll back and away. Exhale, leading with your chest, begin to fold over. Relax that head down. And just stretch, connect with your breath, come back to your intention, just breathe. No need to control your breath. So from here, as you may know, your hips hold a lot of tension. So really take some time to breathe, let it go. No need to force the opening and go so far, so deep, so quickly. Just go to your edge, just where that comfortable, uncomfortable is, where you're not fighting it and tensing other muscles, especially your glutes or legs, let them go, or your jaw and clenching and grinding your teeth. Relax. Allow the hip to open, allow that tension to release and sink into that comfortable aspect where you have a neutral, calm breath. So most importantly, just really focus on that. I know our hips hold a lot of especially family emotion and drama. So please, please, please just focus on your breath and release that there. 3 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to come up. If you're already on your back, we'll meet you there, no need. Unravel the legs, whatever variation you're in. Extend them out in front of you. Give them a nice little shake, maybe even windshield wipers. And so if you're already on your back, that's where we'll join you. So from here, lengthen out the legs. Make sure your head is also on your mat as you lower down. So from here, we'll come into a supine butterfly, bottoms of the feet together, knees really open up to open your inner thighs and relax here. You can take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and just breathe, bringing the energy and focus inward. Bringing that heat and light back into our center. Since we took some twisting, allow it to heal our organs, allow it to heal our heart, our stomach, our intestines, our gallbladder, our liver, so many other beautiful organs here, our lungs, just taking some time to bring that focus in there. This is a nice little counter pose as we opened up the outer thighs, now balancing with some inner thighs as well. Nice little work of balance and harmony. From here, we'll bring the knees together, lengthen the left leg long, and exhale, hug the right knee into your chest. We'll come directly into a supine twist on your exhale. Bring that right knee over as you open that right arm to the right side, gaze follows. And on your inhale, we'll unravel, bring that right knee back to your chest. On your exhale, lengthen that right leg long as you bring that left knee in. And on your next exhale, cross that left leg over to the right side and lengthen that left arm out to the side. Gaze follows. Really sink into the supine twist here. And before we come out, I want to offer you to come right into your supine butterfly rather than hugging the knees into your chest. So from here, on your inhale, unravel. Drop that left leg heel down to the sit bones. Exhale, bring that right leg heel to the sit bones. And begin to come into that supine butterfly, bottoms of the feet together, knees open up, hands back to the belly and the heart. So from here, coming directly into that posture, your supine butterfly, take advantage of the twist that you just held for a few seconds. Take about 3 breaths here. Take a full body scan. If there's anything else you need to close out your practice, I invite you to do that now. No rush. And then when you are ready, extend those legs out into your Shavasana. Feet naturally fan open. Palms rest up. Slow your breath down. And just breathe. And there's no rush. I invite you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you need. It's one of the most important postures of our practice. It really aids in being able to assimilate all we have done. So we took some nice twisting. And anytime you take a twist, you're wringing yourself out like a sponge. So take advantage of allowing your body to calm and relax. Come back to that intention, honor and witness and reflect anything that's going on in your body. And truly just take time for you. We often don't just take time to breathe, take time to relax, and take time to just be. So this is your time for that. If you are ready, please take it slow as you get up your mat. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, bring some body awareness to the extremities. And hug your knees into your chest, maybe rock side to side a few times. Bring your forehead to your knees, releasing your cervical spine, your neck. Get some tension away from there. Drop your head back down. Roll to your right side and take 3 breaths there. Take 3 breaths there to enable your body to be reacquainted with the time and space and area on your mat as you begin to lift up. It also helps you not become so dizzy. So from here, I'll go ahead and close out your practice. With my shoulder blades rolled down and away, I'm going to close my eyes. Inhale, take your hands high, sweeping in, gathering the energy in the room, and exhale, bring it to your heart center, your Anjali Mudra, your place of love and connection, inward and outward. From this place of love, I'd like to truly thank you all for joining me on the mat. It was an honor to guide you through your flow. I hope you found it both slightly challenging and nice and twisty to warm up your body, your organs, and really take advantage of detoxifying and just finding the beauty in your own breath, your own body, and your own movement. My hands at my third eye center, guiding force and intuition. Thank you all again. All my light and all my love. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day.